to 19-21. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is caught by Watkins.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talk.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. That's good for the Chicago Bears. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Back-to-back running plays putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Rodgers again now.
He finds Watson complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Complete once again to Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Rodgers now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 3, second down.
Fields going to keep it running right.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
That's to his running back, complete.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
14 more yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Dancing to his left.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Pollard will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball. And
give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
Caught by Montgomery.
And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught by Mims.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields.
And And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Fields going to keep it once more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And one last throw here for Fields. Able to connect with Mims.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nikes and Kais. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weeds.